Hey, hey folks, it's your Bud Shire, ABT Pro. Hey, I want to do a short vlog on a topic that is mainly in the media and being promoted within the media with this homosexual campaign with Don Lemon, I think it is, young black guy, professional, good-looking guy, supposed to be the new poster boy of homosexuality and basically a double minority, being that he is black and also homosexual, and so he's kind of come out the closet, so to speak, but really, and it put his dirty laundry on air, and so, but really, really, those are the kind of things that need to stay in the closet. It's your business, and it has nothing to do with your job. And I don't see how that unless I can't even imagine where how that becomes everybody's business. And so anyway, regardless of that, I want to say something about it because he said a couple of things, and there's 2 points that I want to address. And he said two things that I think need to be addressed, and one of which is God, and that he said that that there's a problem with the church, and he said that God is not enough to deal with homosexuality, that you can't pray your homosexuality away, that prayer basically doesn't work. And actually, let me back it up. What he actually said was the church is not enough, and therefore he said you can't pray homosexuality away. You could pray. You could pray. You could pray the sun to stop. Okay. You could pray the sun to stand still for a certain amount of time and to go. You can pray the rain in the Bible. You could pray the rain to come down, or the rain not to come down. You can ask a lot of people in the tour that was in that tornado in Atlanta that you could pray a tornado to go around you and to go around your house. And basically, he's saying that you can't pray enough to keep your to put where to put your penis. Okay, so on that, I could get into that, and I don't want to get too heavily into that. But the fact that my problem with it is what he said, and I don't have a problem with him per se as a person. I'm sure he's a nice guy, does a great job. I will continue to. I guess I don't really watch television that much, but I've seen him on television, and whether he was homosexual or not never crossed my mind. So why he felt it was important to put this on a book, and I understand he was molested, and that that may have affected him, but it could not have. So affected him to be homosexual. But whether he decided to be homosexual or if it did affect him to be, I can understand that. I can understand that, he may have been abused and it affected him or skewed his perception or even damaged him as a child in his life to affect him to make those kind of choices. Or to think of it, to have a skewed perspective of sexuality, because basically that's what it is. And so the second thing that I want to address is that he said that he had boy crushes, and so therefore, for that reason, he is known from a child since he was attracted to boys sexually, meaning at the age of what? He said, well, I don't know how age, let's say 4 years old or 5 years old, or being a boy, that he had a sexual inclination to other boys that made him want to have some kind of oral or anal sex with boys at 4 or 5 years old, because that is what homosexuality is, Now, to say that, I want to say that it says in the Bible, train a child in the way they should go, and when they're older, they should not depart. Our culture, the way it is we train. And see, this is what I'm saying about sexuality. Sexuality is an act. You can train yourself to be attracted to whatever. This is so Mamma mia. You can train you mentally, like on television. You can train, I've been watching, and I've said it before, I've been watching Playboy magazine since I was a teenager. And when it comes to sex, if the woman don't have rabbit ears and bunny tails, sex, sorry, is out, is out of the question. You can train after years of watching bunny ears on women. And stockings and heels and stuff like that. I am a finely trained. The boot camp of what I'm saying is that that you could train like that. You could train bunny ears. Hey, why stop at bunny ears? Put on the whole bunny suit. Like what they have, what they call furries, and this homosexuals have a thing called furries, or as they have this new show coming out called Willard or something like that, with a man in a furry suit, and the guy who played the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, or Frodo, and you have him on television, and they have a commercial with him licking the other guy's face. You can train children to find that very attractive, furry. So you can train your mind to be sexually attracted to feet. Now, how other men are attracted? If a woman got a nice pair of pumps and shoes on, I'm with it. You don't have to take them off during sex. But to train, some men are highly trained to attracted to feet and foot fetishes, and be attracted to every other thing. Fetishes, doorknobs, you could be trained. I know some women that might be attracted to doorknobs, whatever. But what I'm saying is that you can train a child into anything. And that's why they are training children in schools to be sexually attracted to other people. And I want to say that, when I was a boy, there were guys, other boys that were like me, and I liked them. And there was, because they were interesting, because they were different, and I liked them. Some of them knew karate, and some of them, they were like me. Like I said right in the beginning of this video, that he's a handsome guy. This guy, Don guy, he's a handsome guy. Everybody, you have to be blind to not see that he's a handsome guy, or that other people or other kids are handsome. That doesn't mean you want to have sex with them, or go down on them, or touch their penis, or stuff like that, where this other kid did that in another kid's school, and then the kid was suspended because the kid said it's wrong to touch another kid's penis, which it is for a boy to do that, and the Bible says that, and so and for obvious reasons. So that's the you like other kids, but to take it into the sexual act is a whole different story. And so boys can have, that's why friends, and girls that are girls are like each other, and the same kind of girls kind of hang together and stuff like that. That often happens. When I was a kid, I used to love Tony Curtis, and they'd be charming, but You know, they were handsome men, but I like the fact that they always got the girl. Tony Curtis, Dean Martin. I wanted to be like those guys, you know. I wanted to be like them. I wanted to look like, I wanted to have when I smile, a glint come off of my, I'd have like a little Photoshop effect, but in real life, you know. I used to like that, you know, and so it's not bad to discourage kids from that, but to say sexual, you know, that all of a sudden you want to have some kind, that's poor training, you know. And so whatever, and having being molested, maybe that trained him in the wrong way sexually to deal with that. And that can happen. Anybody can train. I could turn myself around and train myself to you know, to like a chair, whatever. It doesn't matter. You know, you can make, there's a million sexual fetishes, of which I probably know about. I just suck it. But I'm just saying, you know, that you know, we have to be careful what we say and what we bring into schools and what we put on television and what we promote, just because it affects us, that it becomes okay or that is normal or stuff like that, you know. So we have to be careful. I watched a cartoon the other day, and they had the guy with goggles, and he's sitting there and he's looking at his remote control, his controller, but they have the camera position from his goggles looking in between his legs, because he fell on the ground and his legs are spread wide, and he's playing with the with the remote like this. And I'm like, why are they showing this view? So there's training that are training your kids every day with these cartoons and everything. You know, every